Goeiedag, dit is Frieske Rieder here, and welcome back to yet another beautiful spring day. So I'm going to be revisiting my brake switch issue. I've been doing some research, and BMW charges like €50 for a new brake switch. So I'm gonna try fixing it first before blowing the money at a new switch. I've done some more troubleshooting off camera, and I think I know what the issue is. It's that metal tab I showed earlier. I think it can't go back far enough for the tab to disengage fully, ultimately closing the circuit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it and maybe lubricate it a little bit, because the switch is surely to be just as old as the bike itself. The bike is has been built in '93, and the switch is probably just as old, so it's a very respectable age. Now I'm taking care not to use any detergents with water whatsoever, just because I'm not 100% sure whether or not the brake switch is watertight. It may have been at one point in its life, but once again, the bike is 26 years old now. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's not watertight anymore. So it's the same procedure as last time. Loosen the few Allen bolts, take off the footrest. We now know where the brake switch is located. Alright. So there it is. I'm not sure if you can see it from here. Okay. So once again, it's this little thing. Just gonna move you a bit. Once again, it's this little part, and when I press the brake, the tab should go backwards and the switch should engage, closing the circuit, making the brake light burn. Now I'm just gonna clean this part a bit. Maybe I'm gonna bend the tab a little bit backwards, or maybe I should just clean this recess a bit, but for that I will also have to loosen the brake switch. So I need yet another different Allen key for this one. Just loosen it. Once again, I'm making sure that the brake pedal itself just remains bolted to the footrest, because once again, if you do loosen it, it will mean you will have to realign everything. So that's the brake switch coming loose already. It shouldn't be stuck. Alright. So that's the switch. Now I'm not 100% sure if you can hear this. Let me bring you up a little bit closer. You can hear the switch actually clicking when I press the little tab. Now this of course is no problem. It's this part, the tab is going back, that's the issue. Now seeing as the tab works just fine out of its hole, out of the recess in the casting, just gonna clean it, refit it, see if it works then. What we have here is just your run-of-the-mill brake cleaner. Once again, I'm making sure not to use any water or detergent whatsoever, just because I don't know if the switch is watertight. So just gonna give it a little shake. Now what I've got here is just an old toothbrush. I'm going to use to just clean out this recess a little bit. The second reason I'm using brake cleaner and not a detergent plus water is because this brake cleaner, as you can probably already tell, it evaporates really quickly. So just to clean this off a bit. Once again with the toothbrush, and you can see it comes off very nicely. So I've cleaned the brake switch. There's some corrosion here on the back, but I'm not going to clean that because the corrosion is not critical to the functioning of this switch. Now normally I would recommend just replacing the switch altogether, but seeing as it costs 50 euros, thanks BMW, I'm gonna have to try this one first. Because 50 euros, it's not nothing, man. So I'm just gonna test in here if it clicks. Not sure if you can hear that, but it clicks just fine now. So I'm thinking it functions properly as well. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna bolt this back to the bike, and I'm gonna test whether or not it functions properly. All right, footrest has been mounted, as you can probably tell with my foot resting on the bike. I'm gonna test if cleaning the switch actually fixed it. Bike's on ignition. Would you look at that? Was fixed just fine. So that saved me 50 fucking euros. Once again, thanks BMW. So that was it. Once again.